everyone. Welcome to week 5 of our fall broadcast. I am Ranger Allie.
I'm Ranger Madison, and we have a very special guest back with us.
Wendy Cass, the park botanist.
We are really excited to bring her back this week because we've been seeing tons and tons of colors, so we thought that our fall color expert should join us again. So thank you for being here.
No one does it quite like you, Wendy. All right, well, same thing as we've done all these other times. If you have questions, please drop them to us in the comments. We would love to answer them for you on our live today. However, if we don't know the answer or we're unable to get to your question today, just know that we'll try to answer it later in the comments, so don't worry. But if you've already got some questions, go ahead and start dropping them in and we'll let you know.
This video is going to be posted after that we're done with the live broadcast. It will be posted on our website, on YouTube and Facebook, so you can always go back for reference if you want to rewatch anything or anything that Wendy says about the fall color for this week. So make sure that you check those out. Yes. So housekeeping. Maddie, start us off.
Housekeeping. So what we've been doing is we've had a few pass lanes for you to be able to get into the park faster, but I'm here to tell you that our pass lanes are only going on a little bit of wind.
So windy.
Yes, that other note, it is definitely breezy up here. But our pass lanes are only at Front Royal Entrance Station and Thornton Gap Entrance Station, which are our two northernmost entrances and tend to be our busiest ones. So there we will have 2 lanes. One is ones that are already pass holders or people who have gotten their passes online, so you can expedite your entrance process. And then the other one is for if you have to pay for your passes or you're purchasing something new, that one. So in either lane that you're in, make sure that you have your ID ready. Our feed workers want to tell you thank you so much for that. And then also just remember to get into the correct line and that'll just make your entrance go a whole lot more smoothly.
Yeah, so you can get some of those passes on recreation.gov, which is also where you can get your Old Rag Day Use ticket. And we have to tell you that Saturday and Sunday have completely sold out for Old Rag Day Use hike. And then we've also just been told that Friday is looking kind of slim, so make sure that if you want to go hike Old Rag tomorrow, that you are getting your ticket today. And then again, since we have a little over a month left of this pilot system, that it works by, you can get your day use ticket 30 days prior when the first 400 tickets are released, and then again 5 days prior to the day you plan to hike, and an additional 400 tickets will be released. And then just make sure whatever ticket you get that you're ready to go on that day.
Another housekeeping tip is frost-free faucets. So the temperature...
My favorite word, because I love alliteration.
Our favorite broadcast tongue twister. Frost-free faucets. Say it 3 times fast. It is...
But they won't appear if you do, so it's just for fun.
It is definitely getting chillier up here, I say, as the rain hits us again. So now that our temps have dropped, in order to keep our pipes from busting, we turn off some of the water throughout the park service. So that just means, it doesn't mean that there is no water, it just means you have to look for a frost-free faucet, and then you can be able to get some water there to put out your fire or whatever else you need it for.
And I believe most of them are labeled. There's a big red sign that we put on most of those, so just look for those when you're in the picnic areas. The other thing is, if you're in a picnic area, a campground, or anywhere else in the park, if you have trash, please, please, please find a trash receptacle nearest you, or just take your trash with you and find one later when you're in the park. It's really important that we are cleaning up behind ourselves, leave no trace.
Yes.
But also the wildlife tend to get into it, and we don't really want them to become habituated to the food that's left behind. So just please make sure that you are taking your trash with you. So tell them about our new alert system, because we are super, super excited about it.
Yes, and we have some visual aids.
Again!
Visual aids!
Claire, be so proud of us.
Got another one.
Okay, so our new alert system, our Chief of Interpretation, Roy, teased it a few weeks ago. Yeah. Okay.
It's a big sign.
All cuddly here. So our new alert system, we have 2 of them. We have Shen Alerts, it's Henalerts, And you can text Shen Alerts to 888-777, and that'll give you alerts about our roads, as well as any other pertinent information for your visit here in Shenandoah. And then our other one,
Big sign.
is Shen Camp, SHENCAMP, and you can text Shen Camp to 888-777 as well, and that'll give you alerts like campground openings, campground availability. So it's a great way to let you know if there's any first come first serve sites available, and to kind of plan your trip accordingly. So please sign up for either one of those. It's a great resource for you to have, and it'll possibly give you the most timely notifications for those alerts. So please consider signing up for those. Again, you text either Shen Camp or Shen Alerts to 888-777.
Yeah, thank you. Here you go, Neil. Thank you so much.
Go, Neil.
We also still have our webcam that is on our website. It's called View of the Valley. It's on our homepage. And if you want to see what the park is looking like at a broader view from the valley, you can go ahead and check that out. That is an excellent way to keep up with peak. But more than that, the excellent way to keep up with peak is to talk to Wendy. So Wendy, give us our fall color report, please.
All right. So for fall colors, anybody who was here last weekend caught the peak in the central district of the park. So as you're coming down Skyline Drive through the central district, there were lots of bright yellows and oranges and lovely colors. But since then, we have had a frost here at the highest elevations. So now we're past peak at the highest elevations of the central district. But I would say overall, the park itself is at peak as a whole. So I would encourage you to go to the South District, where we have some nice reds still there in the black gums and in the sumacs, and then into the North District, where you can see a lot of yellows and oranges in the maples and in the tulip poplars. So if you look behind us here, it's a little bit more muted on the hillsides, but we are seeing the oaks starting to turn throughout the park as a whole, and I think that's really where the park looks its best, because you look down the hillsides and you see all these different colors of golden brown and bronze and russet, beautiful colors on the mountainsides, but maybe not right on the edge of Skyline Drive. So it's here. If you want to see it, you need to hustle on in to the park. And even if you get up on Skyline Drive and you feel like, I missed it, the leaves have fallen, don't be dismayed, because you can still really enjoy extra large vistas, because now you can see through the trees, and it's just a really pretty time to come to the park. So
that's awesome. Thank you. Yeah. If you look at our photo points that we posted on Facebook and Instagram today, you'll see that Big Meadows looks like this. We got Ivy Creek. That looks a little bit more oranger than this. And then Dickey Ridge Visitor Center is green. And that's in one of those lower elevations. So you still have plenty of time to get up here and see fall color.
Yes.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to add on to that?
No, just I think that's about it. Just don't forget about the South District and the North District if you're coming to the park.
Yeah.
There's still many beautiful things to be seen, and the sides of the Central District are looking beautiful.
All right.
Right now.
Right. Well, let's see if anybody has any questions.
Comments.
All right. Try not to.
You're going to bring them right into us. Okay.
Okay. All right. So, is it peak week yet, or have I missed it?
Yes and no.
Yes and no, exactly. If you're coming to the top of the Central District, you've missed peak. But if you want to come to the park as a whole, you have not missed peak. And if you want to look off into the valley and at the sides of the mountains, you have not missed peak. Now is the time to show up. But as we said, we've gotten some frosty weather, and once it starts to freeze and frost at night, that causes the leaves to start falling more rapidly. So you need to get on over to the park.
Let's see. How are the flows at the waterfalls, specifically Dark Hollow, Rose River, Lewis, White Oak? Have either of you been there recently?
I haven't been there recently, but we haven't had a lot of rain in the last couple of weeks, so I think it's probably moderate to low.
Let's see. Let's keep scrolling down. We will be there October 26th. Will there be fall colors? And they are staying at Loft Mountain. So that's in
yes. In the South District, I think you will see fall colors, especially in the scarlet oaks fingers of yellow extending up the mountainside, that's our tulip poplars, or our yellow poplars, which grow along the stream valleys, and you can start to see them in the later portion of the fall, coming up the sides of the mountain when the other colors are fading. You'll see lots of beautiful golden and bronzy tones and browns in the oaks, which is very pretty, and some russets as well, but mostly for those tulip poplars, the yellow fingers coming up the sides.
Excited. All right. Let's see. What do you think might be, they want the best place. Let's name a few best places in the park to see as much peak as you can. So it's probably at the tiers, right? South and north.
South and north,
Yeah.
I would say. Well, Low Gap in the North District is often very beautiful with tulip poplars. It's a little early still, so I'd give it another week or so to catch up.
Mile 8.
Mile 8, okay. And then in South District, I'm trying to think of a good vista for you. What's that one that looks down at the Charlottesville Reservoir?
man.
Mormons River, Big Run, Portal, sort of the ones down in that area, the southern, medium to southern South District. Madison Run along that area will be pretty.
Heard your name. She peeped up. All right, we're gonna wait for a couple more questions to come in. If you have any questions for us about the park, or for Wendy about fall color in the park, you can go ahead and drop them in the comments on Facebook and YouTube, and we'll answer them. Give it a few more.
Let me check YouTube.
Yes.
It's chilly. Bring your gloves and your hat.
Yeah.
We'll warn you that it's only 46 degrees right now, and it's windy.
Yeah. While we're waiting, we'll give it a few more minutes, but while we're waiting, we do have two surprises for you.
Yes.
One is going to happen right after this broadcast. There will be a video that will post directly to YouTube and Facebook right after this, and we came into the park last Friday, and we were talking to some of the visitors about their fall stay in Shenandoah, so make sure after this video, you catch that one next.
Mm-hmm.
We're
It's
really
a good
excited.
one. You don't want to miss it.
All right. Don't think we're getting... Oh, David said that he misses Big Meadows because he and his wife fell in love here and got engaged. Congratulations. That's wonderful. All right, let's check back over in YouTube. All right, have the peak colors already happened around Front Royal and Thornton Gap? And should we just enter from Thornton Gap and skip the Front Royal entrance? What are your thoughts on that, Wendy?
I think you're better off entering from Front Royal and coming down through the North District, because, or if you enter at Thornton Gap, go north. But I just drove down through the Central District, and the colors are much more muted along Skyline Drive since we had a freeze last night and a lot of wind.
So there's actually, there's our higher elevations our higher elevation peaks, which is in the Central District. So this is about the area where we've seen peak already, but the lower elevation areas are in the South District and the North District. So those will still have some more color. So just because it's called the North District doesn't mean it's our highest elevation. There is still color there.
Good point. Like Skyland is at the highest elevation, so you might be staying at Skyland and think that you've missed it, but you haven't. Just get on the road and drive to the south or drive to the north, and you will see better colors.
All right. I think we've answered most of these questions. So Maddie is going to share our next surprise, and then we will wrap it up. So Maddie, go for it.
So our last and most exciting announcement that I have to share with you guys is we have another live webcam that was activated today. So if you go to our homepage, you'll be able to see it. If you go there and you scroll down past hiking, and then it's right next to our View of the Valley webcam, it's Big Meadows Live. You can also go to our Learn About the Park section, Photos and Multimedia, and then to webcams and still find it. So it is a view of the entirety of Big Meadows. It surveys around the same way as View of the Valley does. If you haven't gone and checked that one out, I highly recommend it. But I believe if you go and check on it, you'll be able to see this grove of trees that we're standing under right now. So go, go look for us on the live webcam then. Again, it's called Big Meadows Live. So that's our super exciting news that we have to share with you. Another great way to check on how the seasons are changing, or maybe catch a little bit of wildlife.
And our first snow.
First snow. Can't wait to see it here.
Yeah.
So,
well, thank you all so much, and thank you, Wendy.
You're
Yes,
welcome.
our
It's a pleasure.
special guest, for joining us for week 5. We will be back here next week for week 6, and we are so excited. So we will see you all next week, and don't forget to watch the video after this.
Yes.
All right, bye.
Bye.